No pressure, eh? No. Emerald, man. Solid middle emerald. I'm nowhere near Dave and EJ. Are you a Ruby too? Ruby. There you go. So I don't know why y'all are. Morales will never be able to hold it in his pants. He's always gonna attack. Just FYI. I've raced with him a lot. Yeah, but I feel like, yeah, the strongest guys I think are gonna be Ramirez if that's true watts, obviously, and it wasn't a one-time malfunction. Uh, Espinoza is stupid strong too. The rest of the guys are just lighter guys, so we can do sneaky things like attacking on downhills, that kind of thing too. That's why I think an attack right before the downhill might be ideal. Yeah, yeah. Let them set the pace. If it's not hard enough, we can go to the front, just test some legs, and then try to attack hard over the top into the downhill. We can hit arrows before. Uh, what is it? Arrow and draft? Yeah, so we can hit all our. Oh, I'm good. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's a little bit of a misnomer because my normalized power is usually the highest because I'm okay with it. I'm okay with spiking here. Hey, we'll let that go with Dave, I think. Dave, just sit on him. We're okay with that one-on-one up the road. That's gonna go, guys. We're good with that, right? All right. Yeah, Dave, do zero work. Zero work, Dave. Yeah. Up, EJ. A lot of these guys are decent sprinters, though, guys. So ideally, we get EJ out of this. A lot of these guys are decent sprinters. I'm okay winning this group if it comes down to a downhill sprint, but we also have to make sure we have numbers because Ramirez can sprint. Yeah. Hey, remember the escalator, guys? Exactly. It's ideal to actually come from the back of the group, be a little bit faster than everyone else going into the escalator. EJ, drive that group. EJ, drive that group. Here we go, Sam. Yeah. Drive, guys. Sam, both of these guys use their. Who else has their arrow? All right, whoever has arrow from the sprint line, we're going all in. On me. Yeah, you can pop it and stay in our draft. They all use their power-ups already. All right, guys, focus here. All in. All in. I'm good. I'm good. All right, guys, we have to save energy. You see that area out of the escalator? That's going to be where it goes crazy. It's like a 5-minute effort with rollers mostly uphill. And then there's a bit of a downhill, an escalator down, and then we recover to the climb. So we can make some difference there. Ideally, we get Dave or EJ off the front with Ramirez. We're okay here. We don't have to drive anymore. He's given up. Hey, that's okay. We're gonna extend this gap. Yeah, don't worry about it, guys. We're gonna extend it as soon as we go up this escalator. and up the rollers. The save. Is there another power up before? There should be, right? Before the climb? I so is it just to the climb we save our power up then? Yeah, I have chest pull. Oh, it's okay. We'll push on the uphill, guys. Come on, just we're okay to get below 10. We can push, but right after this escalator is gonna turn left, and it's gonna be hard rollers for 3-4 minutes. Yeah, I mean, I want you or Dave off the front, so keep off of each other. EJ, counter this counter. Dave, leave me. Yeah, get on Ramirez's wheel. Ah. I can't, guys. I can't. Ah! Yeah, yeah. That's okay. I can't stay away, guys. I'm not a TT guy. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Hey, you can go. Guys, cool it off. I'm struggling. Easy, easy, easy. No. Ah. Ah. Easy, Dave, easy. Alex, stay on him. Alex, get on my wheel. Alex. Oh shit. Ah! 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 I'm so sorry, Alex. That was so quick. Yeah, that's my bad. I thought it was before the tunnel. I thought it was right before the tunnel. I think we won still, right? What's the math? 2, 3, 5. Yeah, yeah. That's a pretty definitive win. Well played, guys. EJ, next time don't leave me to the wolves like that, man. I'm not a Ruby. That dude was pulling at 450 for 4 minutes straight. And usually against a breakaway rider, I'm heavier. So on the downhills I go faster. And I forgot he's 5 kilos heavier than me and still has an FTP like a full whopper kilo higher than me. So once he got the gap, it was over. No, you're good. I should have pulled the plug earlier. I just wasn't looking behind me, so I didn't know if you guys were in his raft or. But he spiked to like what, 10 watts a kilo or something stupid. That sounds like solid math for sure. I mean, they got ninth and 10th, and then we got second, third, fifth, and sixth. So like obviously we won, but yeah, I almost screwed that up for you guys. Sorry. Dude, same. I was watching the kilometers go by, and usually you start a sprint at point 0.3, and I knew with the downhill sprint I had to go at point 0.3, but it tripped me up because they weren't sprinting either. So I was like watching them, looking at the distance, and then as soon as we went over the escalator, I was like, oh shoot. But thankfully they never started sprinting. Good stuff, guys. Thanks for DSing, man. Take care. Woo! Yeah, same. I feel like I could have caught the group in front of me if I just shot past our group, is what I was actually planning on potentially doing. But I should have gone at 1 kilometer to go and just held 10 or something like that. Damn, it's all good. As long as we win, guys, I don't really care how it happens, how the cookie crumbles. Yeah, I think once we dropped, I mean, our whole goal was to drop somebody on the climb or on a hard bit, and I think it worked out. That guy dropped where I attacked, right? Essentially, like through those rollers. So I guess it wasn't for nothing. It worked out a little bit. Yeah, and they had a guy off. They had a guy off the front too. So it was like, I guess it's a wash. One guy off the back, one guy off the front. We're back to 4-4. Yeah, I mean, I know that guy was never gonna come back based on his. You guys watch that video I shared? Yeah, I mean, it's just ridiculous. So I kind of knew as soon as he caught me and there was nobody on his wheel, I was like, this is just a ticking time bomb. There's no way. I was just hoping to get to the downhills, but even then, I knew like I was 100% gonna get dropped in the climb. There's no way. So that's where I was just like, I could sprint back on his wheel and just absolutely destroy myself, but then for what? I'll get caught on the hill and then possibly dropped. So yeah, it's tough racing these kinds of guys, which I guess in a week's time we'll really get the flavor of. Oh, we're racing the number 2 team in the world. Yeah, all high diamonds, all with FTPs above 5 watts a kilo. So that'll be fun. Uh, because we're ranked number 2 in the country, so it's gonna be rough times for a few months until we drop back to our rightful place. But it's all good. maybe maybe I'll get more subscribers on YouTube. Just milking this number 2 in the country business. No, it's just we beat a really good team. I don't know why they raced the way they did, but these guys, Alex, who else was there? Sam, were you there? I can't remember. No, it was Alex, Chris, yeah, John. Yeah, these guys killed it. There are 3 races in, or 3 or 4, I think 4 races where I was really proud of that ladder win, and that last week was definitely one of them. Even though I wasn't racing, the other ones was when we actually got to number 1 in the country, beating OTR. Sam wasn't racing against us, thank God, that time. Uh, but yeah, you remember that, EJ, with Charles and that they were like bitch eyeing about steering, even though it didn't have anything to do with it. And then the other crazy win was against Dirt. Was it Jokers or I don't know? It was Bryce Dadwatts was there. EJ, you were racing too. Remember when Bryce dropped you and then I was just holding on his wheel and then you caught back and then yeah, that was a really good win. And then we beat Coalition one time on Innsbruck Ring. EJ, you were in that race too, actually. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, yeah. Erob and Gary won their group behind. It was just perfect tactics. This today actually was like a solid win. Like these guys are strong, man, and I feel like tactically we just outplayed them. Yeah, actually, it's my bad. Like, I at the top of the second climb, I just assumed it would stay together. But in retrospect, if you watch my stream back, there were two total TT guys on the back hanging on to Alex, and I came like essentially with speed behind him, and I could have easily like you know sprinted across, but yeah, yeah, I think I should have. Yeah, one of us should have tried to snap across. The other should have sat on the other two wheels. You know what I mean? But it's also tricky because we have Dave and EJ up front, and they're like fourth and fifth. They're fourth and fifth in the green jersey rankings, but not quite first. So I was like, with with the three versus two or whatever it was up front, right? It was three versus two. I was like, I'd rather not pull everyone back, but if it does come back, me and Alex and Sam probably win anyway. So it was like, I feel like we were winning no matter what happened. So I just like kind of ended up just sitting up and recharging fully. That was a good. Yeah, I told you to back off. That's what I'm saying. I think it might have been my bad, but I don't know. Hindsight's also 2020. I feel I was at 195 beats per minute, and I was worried that if I had to work to close the gap on the downhill, I felt like I was probably. I don't mean this out of hubris, but I feel like I could have won that group no matter what happened if it stayed together. So that's where I was just like, as long as it stays together, I feel like I win this group, and I feel like Alex or Sam definitely get second place no matter what. So that's why I told you to chill. But in retrospect, once we actually got to the top, I had a little bit more left than I thought I did, and two of their guys were struggling to hang on. So I was like, oh damn, we should have just gone and dropped them. I had an arrow too that I saved. I didn't even use it on the climb, so I was definitely fine. But it's all good. I guess we live and we learn. My bad, Dave. Yeah, the issue is I think there's one or two of their guys that I know are very strong, like Espinoza or not Espinoza. I forgot who was on your wheel, but I think it would have been a big ask to try to break away solo. So in my head, I was thinking like it's possible we get equal numbers off the front, and I just stay on somebody's wheel in the back. But I'm always so in ladder. I'm always okay with a one-on-one with like EJ, Erob, Dave, like any of you guys one on Mateo, any of you guys one-on-one off the front. Like you guys are never gonna get dropped. And the worst case scenario is second place. And usually what ends up happening is ladder races are already short. So if there's me, Rans, Gary, Alex, Sam, any of us in the group behind, and it's an easy race, like it's almost 100% chance of us winning multiple out of the next few places, right? So like in my head, me and Gary, we always play ladder races so that we're okay with a one-on-one up the group, but that's about it. Like I would never want a 2-on-2 and potentially giving up 1 and 2 to like two non-sprinters from our group, or so it's always just like a numbers game. So like when Ramirez was off the front, like I couldn't risk giving up second place no matter what. Like even if one person was on Dave or EJ's wheel and we lose that, like that puts us in a really bad situation to try to make up the first two places. So that's kind of the math that I was trying to do in my head, and it's hard to do this when you're at 195 beats per minute. But it's yeah, I think we end like looking back at it, I don't think we lose that race no matter what. Once it was somewhat together on the last climb. Dude, I literally saved my arrow for the sprint and then ended up popping it on the escalator down. I was like, when I said when I said that I was full panic mode. I wouldn't be surprised if I hit 1200 there. Just out of just out of panic. I was like, shit. I was like, I just went all out. Oh, and I literally sprinted for it must have been 3 seconds. Like it was the shortest sprint of all time, and I shot from like. I know it's bad. It's bad. Oh my god! And to be honest, we could have won that sprint by like I honestly think we could have attacked from like point 0.6 kilometers out at I would have been at like 14, 15. You would have been 12 in my draft, and like we could have probably we probably could have no, they didn't even sprint. And I feel like I wonder how many in the front group also didn't fully sprint until it's too late. And I feel like we could have with an arrow if we timed it right, we would have shot past the front group too because they were only like 3 seconds in front of us, and we would have probably gone. We would have probably like with. I think Dave ended up winning, or EJ, one of them ended up winning that group anyway. So we would have gotten like second, third, fourth, and fifth. But it's all good. Yeah. Oh my god. That's the opposite of me. I purposely didn't use my power up on that last bridge because I wanted to save an arrow. Anyway, guys, good stuff. Got to figure out my trip and stuff. Take care, guys.